What's up, guys? Gaonan here, and welcome to episode 5 of Drafting to Masters. Episode 4 was a little disappointing, and in case you missed it, I've included the playlist for this season in the top right corner of this video. We also did another draft without recording, and it actually went really well. It was our best draft so far at 6-3 with a Rakano Gunslinger's deck. We didn't splash at all for a third color, and overall it felt pretty good. If you guys feel like you're struggling in this new draft meta and want some one-on-one personalized coaching, I've included my contact information on the screen now so that you can reach out to me and find out what my coaching rates are so we can work together and get you closer to your goal of reaching Masters. I'm super excited about our draft today. I'm interested to see what synergies we land on and just interested to get deeper into this new metagame we have. So without further ado, let's get into another draft. We've got some interesting choices here. I think there are maybe 2 or 3 main choices that would be good here. The first being hunting Teriax. A 5/3 flyer is difficult to deal with, and the fact that you can ambush it to kill their smaller flyer or basically give hunting Teriax charge because it'll be able to attack on your next turn, assuming you ambush it at the end of your opponent's turn, is pretty nice. Jek's Choice is solid removal, and there are a lot of board stalls in this format that maybe giving your units +1/+1 would fix those issues. And then Emerald Ring is just a solid card. It's really good for any renown synergies that are going on that you get in packs 2 and 3. So Emerald Ring is definitely a strong contender. For me, I think I'm just going to take the Hunting Teriax. I think it's probably bomb worthy. A 5/3 flyer for 5 is pretty strong, and the fact that you can surprise your opponent with it is really nice. So I'm going to take it here. See if we end up in Elysian Dinos. If not, not a big deal. So perfect second card here is Fishing Dinoc. It's another dinosaur. I think this is honestly probably one of the best dinosaur payoffs that you can get because a 6/6 for 5 is really strong. If you get some way to bring this card back as well, really strong synergies going on. So I'm going to take that here. Really not a whole lot else I would even consider. If I wasn't taking Fishing Dinoc, I would maybe just think about taking one of these banners for a potential splash down the road. Interesting to see Infernal Tyrant here this late. There's also Slush Dumper, which is pretty nice. And then there's another Fishing Dinoc, so we could just continue down that road that we've started. And then really everything else is pretty medium. I would say you should be between these 3 cards. And given that we've already started down this dino path, I'm going to continue down it. I think Fishing Dinoc, once again, is a great payoff. We're really going to need to let up on the 5-drop soon, though, and start getting some cards in the rest of our curve. You could have a third Fishing Dinoc. You have Extinguish, which is great removal. Trailmaker is nice to ramp up to these dinos. I kind of want to take the Extinguish, but I don't know if I should be passing up Trailmaker for it. I don't think I should be. I think it's too much of a gamble. We have no idea if we're going to get more shadow cards. So I think I'm just going to take Trailmaker here. Rather than a third Fishing Dinoc, I'd rather just have a solid 2-drop that we're very happy to have. So here we could take Levitate. There's also the Feln banner, which could be good for splashing potentially. But I think I'm just going to take Levitate. Can blow out your opponent's flyer. So I'm happy to have Levitate here. A little worried that we're not seeing any time cards here, wondering if the person in front of us is drafting time, because these are some pretty decent fire cards, but we are far away from gunslingers at the moment. So I'm just going to take Dragon Breath and stay in my Elysian path at the moment, but hopefully we start seeing some more Elysian cards through the rest of this pack. Think I would want Predator's Instinct before I want the Time Worn Sentinel. Trailmaker is an explorer, so there is a little bit of synergy there, but Predator's Instinct is nice removal. Elysian tends to be lighter on interaction, so I think the more we can get, the better. And Predator's Instinct is a pretty good one because most of the time our units are going to be bigger than our opponents. I don't love Nocturnal Kyrex, but it is another dinosaur and can just kind of act like a removal spell. So I'm going to take it here. I would definitely play it before I play Yeti Spy. If I wasn't going to take Kyrex, I would probably take Devour. Scaly Gruan is a great dinosaur, really holds the game down early, so going to take that here over the Enraged Arachnodon. Second Scaly Gruan. That's fine. We don't really need it, but we're not taking anything else here either. We will take the Heroic Bravo and Miner's Canary. So Brilliant Idea could be a way to refill your hand in the late game. I don't think it's super strong though. Power Breach Sentinel is pretty decent. Be Gone is some removal and potentially fixing. Bannerman's a solid 2. So for me, I think I'm going to take the Power Breach Sentinel. I think it's probably the strongest card. I think Bannerman is reasonable, but we're okay on 2 drops at the moment, and we don't have any 6 drops yet, and Power Breach is a pretty strong one. Not a lot here for us. I'm just going to take the Aurelian Cargo. Other option is maybe like Awaken the Ages. I don't think I would play Gargantua since I don't have any relics at the moment. But yeah, I'm just going to take the cargo for the fixing. Maybe it even ends up fixing for our third color if we end up with some decent shadow cards to splash. Bottoms up is here. We also have Scorpion. Kind of want to take this bottoms up. I feel like it's definitely a splash worthy card. And I don't think we're desperate for Scorpion. Bottoms up is just a solid finisher, way to close out games. So yeah, we'll take the bottoms up here and see what else comes our way. Eternity Core is nice, ramps us up to higher levels of power. Conflagrate is good removal as well, but we don't have any fixing for fire yet. So I think I'm just going to stay in my Elysian path and take the Eternity Core. Other option is Acantha's Outrider, but that's better after we have Eternity Core. So I think we'll just take this. Token of Honor is a choice as well, but I'm just going to take Eternity Core. It helps us get to our big boys faster. I don't think any of these shadow cards are splash worthy. I don't think Chunk Chunk is going to be great for us either. So I think I'm more likely to play Chunk Chunk. We'll see if we play it, but I doubt it. Okay, so a couple of choices here. We can take the Carnivorous Sauropod. It is another dinosaur. It helps make our big guys even bigger. So I like that quite a bit. Other option is maybe Power Breach Sentinel, but just going to take Carnivorous Sauropod and hope that we can find the fixing for Genev to make this work. This time we'll take the interaction with Begone. Don't think we want the Sadistic Ritualist. Not going to be worth splashing for this. And I don't think Aviasaur is worth playing most of the time. So going to take Begone here. I guess we'll take the Tumbling Sloth, but I don't really want to play this card. Maybe could take Consuming Greed, but I don't really see that either. We are getting more fixing for Shadow than we are Fire, so I think I'm just going to take the Tumbling Sloth. Maybe we end up in Aurelian instead of Genev. A second Begone? I don't think that's really where we want to be, so I'm going to take the Awaken the Ages to help us get to higher levels of power. Pack Beast, I guess. Don't love it, but nothing else here really for us. Okay, Stoneshell Walker. Seems like we're getting a redo of episode 4 at the moment. So yeah, we'll take the Stoneshell Walker. We're way more likely to play it than a second Awaken the Ages. And a second Carnivorous Sauropod. That's super nice. Okay, definitely taking Thrashing Duneworm. Card is insane if you get to amplify it once or twice. really good top deck late game, assuming you have a board. But there are a lot of board stalls in this format, it seems like, so this seems great. Here, I think we really need to value the fixing. We could take a second Power Breach Sentinel, but we don't have any fire fixing at the moment, and we have quite a few cards that I think are worth playing in fire right now. So I think we should value the fixing higher here. We have time to find more units, but fixing is pretty limited in this new format. Man, oh man, I guess we just take Temple Artisan. I wish we could take Display of Honor, but I don't think our fixing is good enough for that. But maybe we do just take it and try and splash it. Temple Artisan is pretty underwhelming. It's okay with Power Breach Sentinel. Yeah, I'm going to risk it here and take the more powerful card in Display of Honor and see if we can't find the fixing to make this work. My goodness, a second Display of Honor? I think this time we just take the Arachnodon egg. Secret Passage could be worth splashing for, but I think I'm just going to take the Arachnodon egg. We need to get some more bodies at this point, and even though Arachnodon egg isn't a guaranteed body, if you play this on turn 1, you can have a really strong turn 4 play, so we'll take the Arachnodon egg. Here we'll take Cartographer. Just nice to be able to cycle cards, and if you don't have the fixing to play something, you can just discard it. So yeah, we'll take Cartographer here. Mighty Strikes is nice. Could take a third Carnivorous Sauropod. Could also take Frost Talisman, but I don't think that's where we want to be. I'm just going to take another Carnivorous Sauropod. We need bodies, and this is a great one. On 3, it's solid. On 7, it's even better. So yeah, we'll take it here. Don't love playing Mischief Yeti, but I think we're more likely to play it than anything else. Could take Gargantua. Yeah, actually, let's take Gargantua. I think we're more likely to play this than Mischief Yeti. This format is pretty slow. We have decent early game right now, so we'll take the Gargantua as a top end piece for our deck and see if we can't make it happen. Another Temple Artisan. We don't really have shadow cards that we want to splash. I'm not too familiar with what we might get in pack 4 though that would maybe suggest we should play shadow. So I'm going to take the Token of Knowledge here. At the very least, it's fixing for Elysian. So I'm going to take that and value it more than the Temple Artisan. Another Tunneling Gargantua. I don't think we're in the market for that. Could take Fledgling Aviasaur. It's pretty good with Carnivorous Sauropod, but I'm kind of between that and Frost Talisman. I've never been super impressed with Frost Talisman. It is a way to interact though, and we don't have a ton of those. Yeah, I've convinced myself. I'm going to take the Frost Talisman just because we're pretty light on interaction. I guess we'll take Entomancy, but hopefully don't have to play it. Take Honeypot, probably play that, and Crystal Dirk. Here it's a pretty easy Seek Power. We could take Ice Bow, but I think we just want to value fixing really highly here at the end to try and figure out what we can actually play. So I'm going to take the Seek Power here and hope that we get enough fixing and can decide what we want to do with this deck. Glooming Wisp is okay. Also just a foil rare. Diplomatic Seal is some fixing. Don't think we're playing Serene Excavator. We only have 2 Sentinels at the moment. Maybe Gloaming Wisp is good enough. It is a flyer, but I mean, it just seems like a bad humbug. I think I'm just going to take the Foil Miner's Musket. Here, I think we can take Trailmaker. We could also take Dark Return, but Trailmaker is helping us fix, so I like that quite a bit, and it helps us get to the higher levels of power. So we're going to take that over the Dark Return. Wow. Don't think we can splash for Death Strike. Could play Last Light Infusion. Could play Hissing Spiketail. This is a tough pick. I don't think either of these cards is great. I don't think I'll really miss Last Light Infusion that much. I'm just going to take the Hissing Spiketail. Cloud of Ash is a potential finisher for us. I think I'm going to take it here and try and splash for it. I think it's better than another Nocturnal Kyrex, And I don't think Time Worn Sentinel is great for us. So yeah, let's take the Cloud of Ash. It could be a good finisher for us. Is there anything I'm splashing in Shadow? I don't think so. So yeah, we'll just take Dispel. I guess we get the Wisp anyway. Definitely more likely to play it than Scourstone Sentinel, I believe. Maybe not though. But yeah, I am just going to take the Wisp. We don't have many flyers, and this with Carnivorous Sauropod could end some games. Definitely going to take Cryptic Etchings here. Can really net you some value in a long game. We don't have any Bond dinos, so I don't love Fossora. I don't know if Lucky Prospector is good enough. We do have 4 relics at the moment. I'm just going to take Fossora. It might trade down, but I think it might serve us well to be a little bit more aggressive. We'll take Rally, I guess. Take the Scourstone Sentinel and Strength of Many. Alright, so I think Display of Honor is probably out, but maybe we can play it. We do have 4 sources of justice already for 1 card. Yeah, could be enough. Let's take out Awaken the Ages. The 1 shadow card is the Aurelian Cargo, so I think that's fine. That's another source of justice with Be Gone, so yeah, I think we do have enough to play it actually. We have a lot of spells. Alright, so lowest impact unit is probably the Wisp. Pack Beast helps us get to higher levels of power. So yeah, let's take out the Wisp. I think I like Kyrex more than I like Spiketail. Don't know if we need to remove it though. And I think I'm going to keep the rest. Everything else seems good. So it's really maybe taking out Hissing Spiketail here. Yeah, let's take it out. And then now we just kind of need to think about, let's get those 2 out since they count for power. Cloud of Ash is probably a weaker finisher than Bottoms Up, so I think it can probably go. I really do want to keep this Display of Honor. I like the Dispel, I like the Honeypot, I like Dragon Breath, I like Predator's Instinct. Levitate, we don't have any Infiltrate or anything like that, so this could probably go. Other option would be taking out Be Gone, but I think I'd rather take out Levitate. Also, do we care about the relics that much? We could take out one of these relics. Like maybe you just take out Frost Talisman. I think that would be fine. Cryptic Etchings is kind of similar, and we don't have a huge payoff for having both of these. So I'm going to take out the Frost Talisman. So 1 more cut. Maybe you take out Arachnodon Egg, but I think it's fine. Be Gone is extra fixing for this display, so I kind of want to keep that. Maybe Honeypot is not good enough. We don't have that many relics, so yeah, let's take out Honeypot, and then I think this is the deck. Let's get the power searching spells back in here, and then any lands that we're going to play, and then we'll add some power. Okay, so we've got the Seek power, we've got the Aurelian Cargo. Now we just need to add the rest of our power. We need 1 Justice, but not 2. Probably need another Primal Sigil, if I had to guess. If not, then we need Fire. Alright, so with this power setup and these fixers with Seek Power and Trailmaker, as well as Be Gone, we have 7 fire sources. We have 11 time sources. We have 6 justice sources. We have 10 primal sources. So all in all, I think this is a pretty solid power base. We are, focused on the time and primal and a little worried about the fire since it's pretty light, but I don't think we can make it a lot better without damaging the time or the primal. So I think this is our deck. Just want to close out this portion of the episode by saying I appreciate you all watching my content. I hope you are enjoying watching me navigate this new draft meta that we're in. Once again, I've landed on the dinos, so same as last episode, but hopefully it's not the same story as last time. What'll happen next is we'll go into the games portion of the episode where we'll first talk about the deck, how I think it's going to do, and then we'll actually run some games with it. So I hope to see you in the next video.